5 foundation course. Yesterday we are having the session on basic fundamental of engineering by Professor Trupti Thite ma'am. So today we have a session on importance of soft skill in the engineering by Professor Dipesh Kumbhakarna. So let's meet Dupesh Kumbhakarna sir. He is an assistant professor in Trinity Academy of Engineering, Pune. He has total 8-year experience. Out of this, 3-year industrial experience and 5-year teaching experience. He is also working as a training and placement officer. Presently, he is pursuing his PhD in Pune University. His area of interest is electrical vehicle, fuel cell, finite elements analysis and design. He is also published 5 international and 3 national papers. So let's meet today's speaker, Professor Dipesh Kumbhakarna sir. Over to you, sir. Please, Dipesh sir.
Thank you, Baitule sir, for giving a nice introduction about me. Good evening, all. Myself, Deepesh Kumbhakarna. I would like to welcome all the students and the parents to this foundation course for engineering aspirants. From the last 4 days, you are listening this webinar series, and from a first day, you had listened that why the engineering. On a second day, you listen about SPPU, engineering in a SPPU. On a third day, you have listened about an Trinity Academy of Engineering, and yesterday you had listened the webinar on the prerequisites of the engineering. Today, I am going to give you a webinar on the importance of a soft skill in a engineering. Really, there is one question: why the importance of a soft skill in engineering? That's why we are here to listen what the importance. Now, every parents and students have their dreams to become an engineer and have a good job in their MNCs like as a Tata Motors, Tata Mahindra, then Tata Consultancy Services, then Tata Infotech. So these are the dream jobs of the parents and the students. They are thinking before that. Now for that you have to get that job, so you need to consider some career components. So we will see what are the career components required to get that dream job. Okay, and that dream is seen by whenever you are child. So in these career components, so we are considering that career components. First one is a technical skill. So if you are taking an engineer admission in a mechanical engineering or in a computer engineering, so you should be able or technically sound in a computer engineering. So second one is a aptitude. You have a good knowledge of aptitude, then you can crack the interview rounds. First one is the aptitude round, and you can crack that round. Third one is a placement grooming. In our Trinity Academy of Engineering, we are always grooming our students for their placements. In that, we are giving them different types of trainings, like as a soft skills or a aptitude test. These kind of trainings we are providing to the students for a placement grooming. Fourth one is a corporate attitude. In a corporate attitude, students need to understand how to talk with the corporate peoples, how to handle the clients when they get the job. And fifth one is a soft skill. Today we are going to talk on this soft skill topic. Sixth one, interview skill. So student, whenever he is going to face the interviews, he should understand what are the interview skills required. And the last one but not least, it's a real-time internship. In a real-time internship, students get an opportunity to work in a companies and get an experience of a live working in a companies. Now we will see the article in a financial review. They had explained that the soft skills needed in engineering, and that's the need. Now Harvard and Stanford University said that the hard work take up 15% of your career success and the soft skill take a 85% of your soft skill career success. Soft skill get a little respect, but will make or break your career. So if we take an example of a computer engineering student, he is very good in engineering, he is very technically sound, and he get a aggregate 60% in a throughout his engineering. But whenever he faced the interview, at the interview time, he was not able to speak with the interviewer, then there will be the lacuna of a soft skill. So for that purpose, company is not going to offer him a job. For that purpose, he have to get a good soft skills. Then and then he can get that job. So the soft skill is a needed in a engineering. Now we will see what are the components or parameters for a soft skills. Communication. So students should have a very good or a proficient language like as a English. They are very confident about English. That comes under the communication. When students come to an engineering, they will meet friends, their teachers, their HODs. At that time, they should have interpersonal skill, how to talk with them, how to inform some mails or how to message them. So this comes under the interpersonal skill. Then student have to give up some presentation at the project review or at the some presentations skills required to the students. Then critical thinking. So what comes under a critical thinking? Student have always thinking on the what about a future, what about the some points or a discussion. They cannot blindly believe on the debates or a discussion. They have to go behind that discussion and think on that how it will be beneficial or what kind of a decision I need to take on the this topic. Next one is a time management. In a time management, you can say student need to make a plannings to achieve their dreams, and for that plannings they require a time. For the plannings they require a time and they have to make a time management or execute that plans in a particular timing. So this comes under the time management. We will see in a further slides in a detail. Then a leadership, student become as a have a leadership guts. He can lead his team, so he can take a responsibility of the team. He can make a planning of the team, and he can execute all the plannings of the team. And the last one is assertive. This is the very important point. Student should always be confident about whatever he is doing or whatever he is talking. So these all things comes under the soft skill, and we are going to see all these things. Need of the soft skill. If we consider a self one, so in this student have to decide what he want to become. He want to become a Mahendra Singh Dhoni or he want to become an Sundar Pichai. If he take an computer engineering admission, so he can dream as a Sundar Pichai. So if we see the Sundar Pichai's career, he has an IIT completed his engineering BTech from an IIT Kharagpur. Then he had completed his MS in a foreign university. Also, he has completed MBA and he started his career as a material engineer. In 2004, he joined the Google company and he invented some projects that comes under Google Chrome, then Google Maps and Gmail. In 2015, he has become a successful CEO and appointed as a CEO in a Google. Then in 2019, he has appointed as a CEO of a parent company of a Google, and that is Alphabet. If we look at his success of the career, then he will become a most payable CEO in the world. He will have a minimum 20 crores package per year. So this kind of example you can take in a mind and have become on think on that. So students have to need what want to become. I want to become a Sundar Pichai. This kind of a dream they can have. If I want to complete an computer engineering and getting a good job, then we need to obviously think about the opportunity. What are be the possibilities available, or awareness of the possibilities need to check by the students. What type of opportunity they are having. If they have opportunity to come on take an admission for a computer engineering, they have to grab it. They have to complete their engineering, then they have to take an action on how we can get a job. So for that, they have to make a plannings continuously and execute that planning. For that, they have to check their rewards also and take actions on that. And they should make a choices like as a realistic choices. What type of a choices they can do, all should be a realistic and a practical. And also whenever they are doing a plannings, so they have to have ability to review the outcomes. So they have ability to review outcome, what outcomes come after this planning or after this action. So they have to think on that. So again, they can plan, take action, and to implement the decision. So this will be the SOAR. So in order to SOAR, student need to think two things. First one is academic roots. He should be disciplined or having a base knowledge and a good understanding about the knowledge. And the second one is academic wings, in which he have ability to enhance that knowledge. He have an understanding that with awareness, self and others. He also have a critical thinking and a reflective practices. Specificity of a soft skill. If we take a successful career, then it pyramid having a 3 points, and that points are technical strengths, hard work, soft skills. So if only student having a technical strengths and hard work, then he has to become and familiar with a soft skill and to get a success in a career. So third parameter is a very important for students to get a successful in the career. For that, students should be disciplined for a specific knowledge. Students have to learn the different kind of trainings. They should prepare for the employables, and they have to start applying for an placements for the job. Also, they have to be lifelong learners. Learning is never going to end, so they have to learn how to learn. Now we can say soft skill is a people skill. In a people skill, we can say how to talk with the people, how to walk with the people, how to behave with the people. So this comes under a people skills. And soft skill is equals to street smarts, in which we can say students have a good experience and a knowledge about the problems. So that comes under a street smarts. Now we will see what exactly the hard skills and the soft skills. If we think on a hard skills, it will have only 15% career success. And for a soft skill, it will have a weightage of 85% of a career success. If we talk about the hard skill, so these skills are the measurable skills. These skills that are easy to quantify. This comes under the soft skill. So under soft skill, proficiency in a foreign language, it's required. Then a degree or a certificate. Whenever you are going to complete a computer engineering, you will have a degree or a certificate that comes under a soft skill. If you are having a good typing skill, that comes under a hard skill. Machine operation and a computer programming. You are good in a computer programming, that comes under a hard skill. But we have to see what comes under a soft skill. Soft skill known as a people skill or interpersonal skills. So it comes under a communication. Under a soft skill comes a communication, flexibility, leadership, teamwork, and a time management. These are the some points which come under the soft skills. And students should be very proficient in all these skills, then he will be able to get a job. Now there are three categories. First one is the personal qualities. Students should have a different qualities. Someone is good in a technical writing. Someone is good in a painting. Someone have a ability to take a good decision. Someone can lead the team. Someone is very good in the talking also. So these are the personal qualities which students will have. And there will be some interpersonal skills, second category. In this interpersonal skill, student will, whenever he take an admission in engineering, he will meet a different friends, he will meet with the colleagues or teachers. So when he will come to these premises and under this engineering, then he have a good skills to talk with the people, to have a communication with them. You can write the emails for them for your applications. So this comes under the interpersonal skill. And a third category is that additional skills or a knowledge. So student can get additional skills like for a computer engineering student, they can learn the Python language, they can learn the machine learning. So these are the some additional languages or additional knowledge they have to grab in their engineering. Now soft skill make an pyramid in which first come the speak. Student should be able to a good speaker. Again, he will be able to be a good listener also. He has ability to work under a group. He can always assess himself during a particular time. He also have ability to critical thinking and reflective practices. Then a creative problem solving. Day by day, students will come under the different types of a problem. So he has the ability to think how he can solve the problems. He also have a information and digital literacy, and at the end he can able to make his own CV and write the application to the companies. Now we will see the soft skills and outcomes. What type of outcomes we will get from the soft skills? If we think about the self-awareness, so in a self-awareness, there comes under a self-presentation, how we can present yourself in front of the people, in the front of the group, in type of a interview. Then self-assessment, when you are processing through the engineering, you have to assess yourself day by day or some period of time. On that, you can think how I can do, what's our next plan of action. On that basis, you can make your plannings and execute that plannings. So that comes under the self-assessment. Second one is a communication. In a communication, a public speech, students have to speak in a public. They have to make a presentation. They have to make a debates. So different kinds of a debates will be there, and they have to come under that debates. Next one is a problem solving. In a problem solving, they have to settle the problems or think on the problems, how they can solve, and a critical and system thinking. And the last one is a teamwork. So in a teamwork, students should take a responsibility of a team. He should become a leader. All kind of responsibilities he is going to take. Then he has ability to assess the teamwork and represent that teamwork. So then and then they can achieve their dream. So these are the some soft skills and their outcomes. Next, we are going to see self-management structure. What type of a management or regarding their self they can do. They have to achieve their dream. They have to commit themselves and determination. They have to ability to work. They need to make their planning or accordingly they have to work. Then again, time management. For the plannings, they have make a timetable or making a time management. Whenever you are going to plan some activities, then you have to prioritize the task. So which task come first, and after that, what is the next task? So this is the one of the thing which student need to come under the prioritizing the task. Working under a pressure. So right now we can see there is everywhere is a pressure. Whenever a student come in a engineering, they have a exams pressure or other submission pressure. So under this, they have ability to work under the pressure. So working under a pressure, they are making themselves a stronger. Then independence, they are independent and now to take initiatives on the different new things. They also have ability to concentrate and focus on their attention. They are punctual. For a punctuality, they can think on the time management. If the college is starting at a 9 a.m., so student will be able to be punctual and come to the college at a 9 a.m. So this comes under punctuality and it will help him to make his career as a successful in the future. Also, he have to awareness of equal opportunities and related issues. Also, he will have ability to evaluate and assess own performance. So he can evaluate himself itself. Then he can know what are the mistakes he had made and what are the things he had to execute in the next time. So these all the points come under the self-management structure and which is very important in the soft skill. Next comes under a critical thinking. In a critical thinking, we can say student cannot accept arguments and a conclusion blindly. It examines assumption or they have to recognize the hidden discussions or points. On that, they can think how we can take a decision. So for a critical thinking, we can say thinking about a thinking. It's a reasonable reflective thinking aimed at deciding what to trust and what to do. So students have to think what I can do or what should I trust. And also one of the important point is that imagination is more important than the knowledge. This comes under the critical thinking. Then the reflection. In a reflection used to fulfill a purpose or achieve some anticipated outcomes. So when student is thinking about his dream to get a good job in a MNC company, then he have to execute some plans and need to achieve some expected outcomes and largely based on the further processing of a knowledge and understanding that we already possess. Now we can see the one circle in a rotation that now what? I have a dream, so now what? I need to take an admission for an engineering. I need to complete my 4 years of engineering. Say you have to do it. Then what was it? So for that you had to learn the new things and new technology. Then you can achieve your milestones day by day or after year by year. Then you can say, so what? Now what's the next? Now I have to find out the opportunity to get a job. So you have to think about that, how I can get an opportunity to get a MNC job. Then again the cycle comes, now what? Where I can get that opportunity? I need to apply for different companies. Now do it. So this cycle will be continuously running and it comes under the reflection. Next one is a reflective practice. In a reflective practice, he can ask a question for himself. What am I trying to do exactly? Why am I doing it? Why I am doing it? So this is the question. So he can ask himself and try to find out the solution on these questions. What went well and why? What went less well and why? He have to recognize what are the plannings he had made and how are the execution will be then and what are the results come on that plannings. How could I do better next time? On that he can think how I can do better next time. So this is the reflective practice and student need to do it in a whole engineering. If we talk about the cycle 1 and cycle 2, in a cycle 1, first of all need a plan. On that plannings he have to act. After the acting he have to observe what are the results, and then he have to reflect on them. Again the planning. Then in a cycle 2 he has to make a revised planning. So what comes under the revised planning? What are the reflection or observations he got in a cycle 1 that comes under the revised planning? So he can make a planning again, he can act accordingly that, then observe the things, and then again reflect. So this comes under a cycle 2, and like this they have to do the cycle 1, cycle 2 and a cycle 3 to achieve their dream job or to achieve their dreams. Now effective communication provides for a high level of a presentation skills. What gives effective communication? First one is a presentation skill, which increase skills and confidence level. So if you have a good presentation skill, then your confidence will boost and you will get the skills. Also improve the design and communication skill, and also research will be improved. To develop the team working and a project management skill, this comes under the presentation skill. To promote critical and analytical thinking, these all points comes under the presentation skill. If a student having an effective communication skill, so they can get these benefits. Second one is academic debates. So through the academic debates he get benefited for content and formats of academic debate. What type of a format will be there? Again he get a listening skills. He has the ability to listen the people and think on that ability, giving and receiving feedback. Whenever he is in the debate, he is giving some feedback or also receiving some feedbacks, then reacting to grounded criticism. So these are the effective communication effects in a presentation skills and academic debates. Next one is effective writing and listening. So in a effective writing, their body language will matter. What type of audience are there? What type of culture will be there? That awareness should student will have whenever they are going to write something for people. What type of a message you want to write, that content will be appropriate. Then culture or a channel on which medium you are going to writing. So some kind of examples we can consider, like as a technical writing. So they are coming under the project, they have to write the papers. So this kind of a technical writing they have to do. Then script writing, audience analysis, performance or a reflection. They have to observe the peoples. They have to write for the press release. So these are the good writing skills they have to learn and make a useful of that. Now listening to other, this is again another important point in which students should be able to a good listener. We can say he should be a good listener. He can listen from the environment, from the listener kind of a state of a mind, their purpose, why we are going to, what is the need and what is the purpose to listen this something. So these are the some listening to the others points things. So for an example of a good listener, role play, sender receiver, this kind of a things comes under the listening to the others. So whatever we taught here or discuss here, all these points will be help student in their engineering. Whenever they are coming to the engineering college, they are going to meet with new friends, new faculties, and they have to talk with them, they have to work with them. So students have a good soft skills, so they can easily talk with them or easily work with them, and their dreams will get fulfilled very successfully. So that's it from my end. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for giving us a wonderful session. If you have any question, you can put in the chat box. Also, the feedback link is also given in the description section. Now, we are having a video of mechanical department. Let's have a look. Once again, thank you, sir, for your valuable guidance. Thank you, all listeners. And also, thank you, all TET. One information to all students about the tomorrow's topic that is very important. Documentation required and various scholarship by Professor Manatkar, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.